When I tell you, as a hairstylist, I ain't been wanting to do anything my own stuff. So y'all just gonna have to look at the regular old me. I did put on the dress though. Regular old me, and then for my birthday, you'll see the turn up me. Okay? Deal? Yeah. Thank you. You said I look good. I feel busted a little bit. But I mean, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Gotta make me a little sandwich. I think it's my eyes because I need some lashes on. How many girls don't feel completely themselves unless their lashes are popping? Just look like you're tired. I can't make myself look untired. How y'all doing this morning? I've been upstairs all morning because I've been trying to get that ceiling out of the frame because my husband, I don't know when he's gonna get to that ceiling. But hopefully one day he'll get my ceiling done. I've been upstairs all day finishing. If you've been following me, you know I've been working on all my websites. And I'm such a creative. The creative side is so easy for me. But then when I get into writing and stuff, I'll overanalyze. How does it feel waking up knowing that you are the most beautiful woman that God has designed? Oh, that's sweet. So sweet. It just feels regular. That's what that feels like. Because beauty ain't finna get the bills paid right now. Nah, I feel grateful. But I don't think I'm the most beautiful he designed. I'm in the top 10 in my own eyes. No, it's just funny. If you don't big yourself up, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? You gotta big your own self up, even if no one ever says it. Okay? But you know when you ain't at your fullest. You know? We all know when we ain't at our fullest. You say you'll do it. We can only count on ourselves, okay? Because men will say they'll do it until they don't. You know what I mean? But you can do it to the day you die. But a man can do it, or a girl, or, you know, man being man, woman, whoever, can do it until they feel like it. But you can do it to the day you die. You know what I mean? And then all you can really count on is yourself. That brings up what I'm talking about today. So I've been looking into... Y'all know I've been on here for about 4 years. Yeah. Since 2020, since the big 2020 crisis. I feel like I've been building a personal brand without knowing it for the past 2 years. The past 2 years, intentionally understanding, trying to wrap my head around what a personal brand is it necessary? The first year or so when I was on here, it was because I lost my daughter. So after losing my daughter, I was just on here healing. I didn't know anything about like social media really, except for that was like the fake world. You know, that's what I thought. It still is, but it's up to each person to make it real. You know, because it is full of a lot of fake energy. And so the past 2 years, I've been like, this is something I can do. I lost my daughter. She took fentanyl. She accidentally took fentanyl. Someone laced it. So I don't think I would ever get the real story. But just say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. But yeah, that was in 2020. And then my youngest daughter, who you guys see me dancing on the video, she's alive and well. But yeah, I mean, who knows why? Who knows why anybody do anything? Like, they take that with them, you know. But or whoever did it take it to their grave. But if someone intentionally, which they did, someone intentionally harmed my daughter by giving her something she didn't think she was taking, they're gonna get their karma. Not even karma, vengeance. God said vengeance is mine. So I know she's no longer suffering. My daughter went through a lot of suffering while she was alive, mental suffering. And so I know she's safe. She's with God, and that's what makes me continue to dance. Otherwise, I'll probably be somewhere crazy. I mean, not to say that I might not be already, because who ain't? I mean, but real life, life be lifing. I could think of a couple things that might, like, you know, y'all know what you're doing over there. But I'm not participating in that. Okay? Auntie is speaking now, right? Y'all worrying about the wrong thing. So, that goes back to when I was talking about personal branding. So I thought, because I'm a businesswoman first, well, I'm a mom first. But shortly after that, I've been in business all my life, so I've been building something to pass on to my children. Well, my child now, but I realized that, you know, we put so much stuff in front of, like, life that you get lost. You get lost in it. You get lost in building. You get lost in trying to get rich quick. You get lost in it all. You get lost in bills. You get lost in time. It's just, you get lost in a lot of things. And so you have to be intentional with how you're moving. And so, hold on, I'm coming. Let's wipe this count off. So I decided, as I was two-stepping with you guys and y'all thought I was just not focused, I was very focused. I was focused on figuring out, like, how from this point to live my best life and continue to grow in a way that is growing vertical and not horizontal. Because I feel like when I was going horizontal, when I was going horizontal, I was stretched too thin and didn't know it. And when you get stretched too thin and don't know it, it can sneak up on you. You have to be very, very careful with how you want to grow. If you want to grow at all, because some people too busy worrying about this dress or 360 that they didn't even think about nothing else. They're not thinking about what I'm talking about. But I digress, because me in a dress is distracting, okay? I understand this. It's always been that way. So, especially a sundress, honey. Because I do a sundress right. But anyway, that's beside the point. Because where is that going to get me? Where is that going to really get me in life? That is not my focus. My focus is on building wealth. While building wealth, building my health, building my mental, my emotional, my spiritual, building everything at the same time without feeling depleted. Because a lot of times when you're trying to because I'm a self-help junkie, I know. When you're trying to do self-help activities, it can deplete you too. Okay? Because you're following every trend, trying to figure out, like, how to heal yourself. And when you look up, time get away from you again. So I was thinking about, I know I'm just talking, but this is on my heart, so I'm talking from the heart. And I was thinking about ways. Hold on. Let me get my sausage. I was thinking about ways that we can really tap into our greatness without losing ourselves. Because that's the trick. How to tap into your greatness without losing yourself. And each decade get a little harder, right? Like, with time getting away from you. And I know right now I'll be 52. Whew, child, I'll be 52 in 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. So them 10 years go by fast. Every decade go by a little bit faster. If you've been in your 20s and now you're in your 30s, you know That's the light bulb come on. Then you go from 30s, 40s. That's like some really good years though. But the light bulb come on again. And the light bulb will continue to come on to let you know that time is gonna time. Time is gonna always time. Time is gonna always time. Okay? And if you're not paying attention, you will lose yourself. Okay? You will lose yourself. So, in my journey, my personal development journey, and my personal branding journey, who knew that both of those were really intertwined so tightly that I almost is in love. I'm almost in love with the whole idea of personal branding, whether you have a business or not, because that's how I digged in to really find out who I was. I had to. You lose yourself with children, business, work, life. Time get away from you. You lose yourself feeling responsible for everybody else, and never self-caring, taking care of yourself, taking care of everybody else but yourself. And it's so many women I know that's late in life that's saying, I did that my whole life. And I did too. I did that too. Losing my daughter was my wake-up call though. I don't think I would have had a wake-up call. I'm y'all wake-up call right now. You don't have to lose a child, but you got to see that you're losing time if you're not putting yourself in the equation. Let me get my sausage. Okay? Auntie know what she talked about. I thought I had sausage. I don't. Oh yeah. I have my mouth set. I have my mouth set for this. So, trust me, Auntie knows what she's talking about. I hope your eyes are open in the right way, because a lot of y'all are clowning still. I know the internet ain't supposed to be serious all the time, but like sometimes people be telling you some real stuff and y'all be joning, like missing the whole point because you see some booty or something. Like, I need to stop saying stuff like that, because TikTok be trying to like restrict my stuff, because ain't nobody showing nothing. So like, why they restricting me? So yeah. And by the way, y'all need to be tapping them hearts, because you need to be tapping them hearts, because all this gawking and no heart tapping, that's not okay. Especially the ones that's talking about this dress. Like, well, lucky I didn't put on my sweats. I had my sweats on yesterday. I started putting my sweats, but I was like, I'm gonna try to put on something a little more, you know, grown and cute. I really need to move to the next step in my home and get me a cleaning lady, because I get tired of cleaning, and that's my next step. Okay, so that goes back to losing time. I've been saying that since I was in my 30s. In my 30s, and I'm still saying it. Like, at what point are we gonna start making real decisions? You know? My birthday is the 27th, you guys. And I am excited. I'm going to St. John. And I used to never celebrate my birthday, but now I do. I'll be working on my birthday, and my birthday will pass right on by. And I won't even think twice. Like splash oil. Yes, I love Jamaica. So I want to go to Jamaica with my husband. For y'all that's looking at this dress. With my husband, I want to go to Jamaica in the cold, when it's cold. I like going when it's cold here. This one I'm going on is a mother-daughter trip. So that's why, you know, for my birthday, you know, it's cute. We're both excited about it. So we're both excited about it. It's a mother-daughter trip. And then next will be my daughter and mommy and daughter. Well, mom and daughter trip, then next will be my husband and me trip. Husband and me? Yes, I am married, you guys. We've been together 17 years, so we ain't no new thing. He is not no new thing, okay? What else? I've been really crushing on zucchini lately. What's that about? Y'all like zucchini? I've been really loving zucchini lately. I don't know what's that about. But if it ain't broke, okay, so I'm gonna get back to personal branding. What I learned in my journey, what I learned is that, let me help y'all figure it out so you don't have to go through the tragedy that I went through to figure it out. Because I think I would have never looked up from the ground, from grinding and moving and just really just worrying and taking care of everybody else. I would have never looked up if that didn't happen. I don't see myself looking up. I think I would have just lost track of time. I would have lost track of time and looked up, and then I would have been 60, 70 years old. So I'm trying to save y'all some time. Trying to save y'all some time. Because losing time is a real thing, honey. We losing time now. We see how fast time is flying. Y'all see how fast time is flying? I'm doing sausage, zucchini, and onion medley. I'm gonna try not to do any bread. Put it in a plate or bowl and keep it moving. What else? You turn around right quick. But yeah, life be lifing, and you really have to stay conscious. And so, what I'm really trying to say, because I get distracted when I start reading y'all comments, because I can't, it's like I be talking about one thing, y'all talking about another thing. Y'all be talking the wrong thing. That's why I'm gonna create a community with a paywall, so that you can come in and we can talk about business and personal development and self-care and how to get your money and everything in alignment, all balanced while not losing time, because that losing time is a real thing. Okay? It's a real thing. Take it from me, I know. Like I said, I'll be 52 on the 27th. How many days is that? Y'all got to do the calendar. And so I know what I'm talking about. I went through the fire, still going through the fire. And if you can save yourself from having to deal with that, why not? What am I cooking with that? Just that. Just that. It's a little quick lunch. I'm going to eat some kimchi probably with it. Because kimchi been my zhush. Yeah, kimchi been my zhush. I keep this. I keep that on here. Good for your gut health. I've been working on that. Don't wish me nowhere, honey, because I don't need no wishes on my life. You're exactly where you need to be. You're exactly where you need to be. And I'm exactly where I need to be. Period. So I'm going to focus, and we're going to talk about this personal branding. So what I learned about personal branding, in my tragedy, I'm trying to like help y'all like deliver you from having to go through the same thing, to wake up, is my wake up call. Don't have to be your wake up call. So after losing my daughter in 2020, I got on TikTok as a way of coping, and it was my way of like escaping reality. I went to therapy. I did all the work when I came outside of TikTok, but while I was in TikTok, I was just vibing, right? Somehow, through being online, I amassed over 2 million followers across all the platforms. Not somehow, I did it being authentic, because I wasn't trying to do anything. I was trying to heal myself. And through doing that, I attracted some of y'all that's talking about this dress, you know, and I attracted some real ones that's like, I'm following her because I understand like what's going on. So now I'm trying to shake the other ones. I'm trying to shake the ones that's talking about nonsense and create this community that I can really like. I can level up, because some people want to keep you down here on level 1, and I'm all the way on level 22. I'm on a level 100, and y'all want me to stay on 1, and I can't. It's been 4 years. I won't be able to do what in this state? What won't I be able to do? Shake out? I can. By like creating a paywall. A paywall would shake all of them off, because they don't want to pay for nothing. They just want to golf. When you pay, you'll pay attention. That's how I shake. And that's what my intentions is. When you pay attention. You're not coming in there talking about no foolish, because I blocked you from there. And then now, like, what do you got? So, I'm talking to the ones that want to level up and want to know like the blueprint, because I went through the fire. 52 years, 30 years in business. I organically built my business up my first year opening my salons to 6 figures. Since then, opened up 3 salons here in the States, 3 salons I had in Germany, 1 on the economy. And if y'all don't know what that means on German soil, not on US soil. And that was the hardest thing I ever did. And like I said, went through losing my daughter, grieving, doing it on social media while being authentic, being myself, grew my following to over 2 million. And in the meantime, I'm still maintaining my business with a 5-star review. And now I'm coming up top for bundles online, not locally, but nationally. So I know what I'm doing, and I did all that organically. And organically is my new word, organically. Now I feel like I'm a little tired. I might want to go to a marketing strategist, but because I know what I'm talking about, like I can literally tell them exactly what I want. But not yet, because I'm building things in a way now that takes me out the picture so that I can work on the business, work with the people, and share the blueprint. That's what I want to do. And y'all want me to turn around. You see how like I'm on level 100 and y'all like on level, like y'all want to keep me on level 1? I'm not great. Stay on level 1? For who? For what? I came too far. So, yeah. So what I did, still in the middle of my grieving, I want y'all to understand, my daughter been gone since 2024. And the only thing I know is business. That's all I know, right? So, hold on. Let's move over here. All I know is business. So I dived into TikTok as a way to escape business because it was business or TikTok. It was TikTok or business. Like, that's what it's gonna be. I put my laptop down for a year and a half. Hold on, let me get some drink. Water or wine? Let's do some kombucha. Okay. Where am I? So I put my business on hold for a little while, but I still kept my 5-star review. I still built my business up from by 50% to $250,000 by myself in the middle of COVID, all while grieving and on TikTok. And people ask me, do I have a job? I have multiple jobs, but God gifted me in a lot of ways. And maybe the whole body thing was to get your attention, I think. I don't know. Because I've been getting attention my whole life, so it's just like I have a platform now. So the body thing could have been just to get y'all attention and get you in the room, but it definitely wasn't for no OnlyFans, because that ain't happening. So I don't know what other purpose the body's serving for you guys. I don't. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know what other purpose that is doing for you, but hey, go off. So I have zucchini, onions, and my kimchi. My kimchi. And then I mix my kombucha synergy, and I love my Welch's. I get them from Sam's, like the whole case. And my lemon pepper. Now I'm gonna put on everything. Usually I do tahini, and sometimes I do both, but today I'm doing lemon pepper. The body is definitely bodying, and it always have. So like that's not new to me. It's new to y'all. Okay. So like I said before I cut the camera on, I was getting attention. It's just now by the millions and thousands. That's different. But y'all also have access to my mind, which a lot of people don't. They just see the body go by and they're like, damn. The difference is you can come on here and have access to my mind and my thoughts. And so because I never really told what I thought about all of that attention, you're going to get that too. You get all of it. The whole kit and caboodle. What's my mind like? I've literally been talking for about 30 minutes about what I've done, self-development, and what I went through, and what I built. And you asked me what's my mind like. Like that. That's what my mind is like. It's just like that. And sometimes I'll be like, I can't be a coach or any of that because I can't deal. I'm not traditional in any way, shape, or form. But then who says can? I don't even like the word can. I did so much things that people thought I couldn't do. So I could. I just don't know if I have the patience. So I've been like slow walking to a coaching space. But I don't know if I want to do it. Sometimes I'll be like, I keep all my secrets to myself. But I know God didn't give me this bigger platform to do that. And He's the one that got me through. So slow and steady wins the race. That's my favorite slogan. We're gonna do something to this hair this week. Just keep the lookout, because I got this little dark number coming in. thinking about, Bob, how do I want to enter my 52nd birthday, honey? I'm entering it in with gratefulness. I'm also entering it on a vibe. So y'all see y'all brothers in here, y'all cousins? Y'all see how they act? I deal with that every day. Every day outside my house. I don't have to deal with the comments. They keep that in their head, but y'all get on here and y'all say that. But if y'all gonna say, I'm gonna say what I feel too. It's not tough. My jaw hurt over here. Just do you. That's how I got this far. Why change the blueprint now, huh? Right. But do y'all know who y'all... Dropping sausage and stuff. Do y'all know who y'all are? If so, can I start hearing from y'all? Like, if you had to say who you were in one sentence, what would that look like? Or do you know? Ain't no shame. That's a hard question. Let me hear. Let's hear some. Because what y'all giving now is you just a lusty old man or young man. Let me hear who you are. You still working on yourself? So you have not come to no clue who you are yet? People are complex. That's why I said it took me 4 years and I'm still learning, but personal branding helped me elevate that. That's why I'm talking to y'all about it, because some people die with their dreams in them. They die with millions in them. They die with thoughts in them that they never like even explored. Like, let's open up our mind and use our big boy and big girl words and let's come up with a sentence. I ain't asked for your whole life. Just an example. We can start the conversation going. Because a lot of people will just say their title. I'm a mom. I'm a business owner. Blah, 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 blah. I'm saying, do you know who you are? And if so, can I get a glimpse? Because y'all going ham, like I say in the lusty comments. So go ham in who you is. I'm self-made. What does that mean? Because all of us are self-made. You have trust issues. You went straight to a negative. No problem. I'm an entrepreneur. That's the title. But that's okay. We're starting. Really did come a long way. From what? Hello. At kimchi, sausage, and zucchini. That's what I'm eating. Can you be my boyfriend? Absolutely not. I got a husband. Can y'all tell me who y'all are? In a sentence. Let's get the ball rolling. Use your thinking cap. You're talking about yourself. It's more difficult than you thought, huh? It really is. It is a whole, it takes time. Because you're not asking yourself the right questions. Who told you to do anything? I'm married. Who told you to do anything? Not about me. Not about me. About you. The business of you. If you was a business, if you was a business, what kind of business are you? A business got to come up with their brand and who they are. And you got to come up with your brand. Whether you have a business or not, you got to know who you are. That's going to be one of the biggest life works that you ever do. Is finding out who you are authentically. Not from pressures of the world, not because everybody want to like be on one and talk about the same thing. No, standing out from the crowd, truly being yourself. And if that's just a lustful person, then that's what it is. But you got to be deeper than that. Especially over here. I'm really deeper than that. So y'all say cliches things. And that is, first of all, that's a pet peeve. 2, anybody can say that. So are you really authentic? But who are you really? Yep, I'm still learning me. But I know who I am. I sat here and talked about it for 30 minutes. On the deepest level, I'm an empathetic encourager of people. If I had to say it in a line. And I always have. And it plays out in what I do for a living for 30 years. I do hair. I encourage women that they're beautiful. Every day. When they come in my chair, I'm encouraging them every day. I'm that person. I'm that person. Even on here, I encourage through my grief, through my cries, through my laughter, I encourage. So on the deepest level, I'm an encourager. I know that much. And there's some other things I know title-wise. But at my deepest core level, that satisfies me. And let's talk about you. What's at your deepest core level? What is your deep core? Let's talk about it. What is your deep core? This is that tough auntie love. It's tough auntie love, but for some of y'all, I'm not auntie. Some of y'all, in past days, are and still talking about, you don't know who you are. Body of flesh shall return. Along with everybody else in this room. What's your authentic identifier? What's your authentic identifier? I don't want to be auntie. I'm trying to encourage, but y'all making it a little hard. No, encouragement comes easy for me. I encourage with a sharp tongue, though. I'm going to tell you about yourself. Thank you. You're philosophical. What does that mean? Can you break that down? I'm a real man. Love boy wants to show time. So I don't hope you receive it back. I'm a creator. But that's a good start. What else we got? Let me work this camera. What else we got? Like, come here. I see. It's all in my throat. I inspire people to love and have faith in others. I like that. But do you really? Like, in which ways? Like, we're gonna go a little deeper, because I think this is the work no one talks about, and that's why it took me so long. When I had it all alone, Dorothy, you had it all alone. But it's also hard because you live with you. Excuse me. And you're always looking outside of yourself. So you're identifying with different things that you like. I don't know, something went the wrong way. You're identifying with different things outside of yourself. And a lot of things you're identifying with may not be with any substance. And you don't know why you're identifying with it. So you really have to really dive into yourself and figure out what those things are. I'm a dependable, reliable person. I work on my job. I'm real life, a real giver of a person. Sound like you're loyal, super loyal. But we're gonna go deeper. We're just, I mean, you can't figure out yourself in one live. Philosophical study of fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence. So that's what you like studying. So like, what they call it, existential. I can never say that word. Existential type studying. Because I like that stuff too. So name some books that you like on the topic. Let's see if I identify. Hi, how are you, Sokat? We're talking about who are you if you were to put yourself as a personal brand, whether you got a business or not. This has been like one of the biggest eye-openers for me, because once I got TikTok and I saw that I had created a personal brand without me even knowing it, I had to dive into what was it that was bringing y'all here, you know? Because I know that, like I said, I know the hips might have got some folks' attention, but what caused you to stay? Because ain't nothing else went down in 4 years. So you got to look at what is keeping you here. Hope. You keeping hope alive? I don't know, but like it's, I don't know. But it's something that resonated with my character, for the ones that resonated with my character. And so it was a journey for me to figure out what that was, because I was always identified as business, that I had to figure out what that was. As an actor, I love to make people laugh and smile. As a nurse, I want to heal others. That's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. So, Up from Slavery. Okay. Yeah, that's not the type of books I read. But I mean, it's good books. Those are good books. But like, I don't focus on certain things. I'm more subconscious. Spiritual, books and personal development and self-help. So yeah. So I feel like as I was crafting this blueprint of trying to figure out what it is that drew the crowd, because apparently a crowd drew. And like I said, I amassed over 2 million followers. That's not just no. And I had to go on other pages to see if it was just a luck thing, right? And I also know there's plenty of ladies out here with small waists and big hips and big booty. Like it's thousands, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands. I'm 52 with it. That could be a thing. Also, I know that you're not getting nothing more than, I barely even do a spin. Okay? I barely turn around. So I am curious, for my own curiosity, because I was told my whole life, and I'm sure some of y'all may say it too, but I'm sorry. I did not want to match. I'm sorry. I hit it on accident. Sorry. I hate when it pop up like that. I'll be like, do not pop up anymore, and I'll hit the accept for whatever reason. My brain just be too many questions when they act. So why the what? So in my real world and growing up in my body as a young girl, I was told all the time the only reason why I got anything was because of my body. So I get really offended by that, because at the same time, I know better because I know what I've done and I know how much I've accomplished. But I accomplished so much because I was trying to prove everybody wrong. And so that's someone trying to keep you small. But those were some insecurities that I had to break off myself, right? And so when I was going through my grief, I was in my house and I did what I want. If I wanted a two-step, I did a two-step. If I wanted to do a skit, I did a skit. If I wanted to do an impromptu, I did an impromptu. I did not care about what anybody thought. I did what I wanted to heal me, to help me. And in doing that, a couple videos, somebody got like they saw a whole body shot, I guess. And that's when the buzz really kind of was starting, because I wasn't talking like I'm doing now. And so I did like I normally do. I'll do a few videos not standing or a few videos standing, because I'm not going to shame myself. How long folks want me to do that? I'm not shaming myself, and I've done it a lot in my life. And so people think good problems come with having a curvy body, but it's a lot of insecurities that come with it, because you're proving yourself all day long, because either people don't take you serious enough, or just you just having to prove yourself. I had to prove that I ain't a stripper, and that's not okay. I ain't never been a stripper a day in my life. How do you get that from just looking at me? Okay, so it does not matter what I wear. It's gonna be looking like I'm stepping out of somebody's hip hop video. Like, it doesn't matter. I look at it on a mannequin, I'm like, that's cute. I put it on me, it does not look like that. Okay, so I have accepted my body. But what people don't understand, a lot of negative come with that. Is like being looked at like a piece of meat is not fun. None of that. But at the same time, I'm in my soft girl era. I'm gonna look pretty and I want to feel good, and if that hugs my curves, oh well, you know what I mean? Y'all get over it. It's your problem, not mine. And so that took a lot of work. I thought I had cleared myself of a lot of that self-conscious, being self-conscious of that. And like I said, during grief, I didn't care. I didn't care what nobody was talking about. But now that I'm coming back into my own self, a different person, I'm glad I didn't get on here earlier than that, because it would have probably skewed my view of myself.
So I got on here strong enough to deal with anything anybody was dishing out, and I knew they had no clue what I was going through, who I was, and they were coming up with assumptions based off just looking at me. And so as I'm coming out of, like I said, my grief space, because I don't think you ever come out of it, but as I'm coming to a place where I'm like, okay, God, why did you give me this many people and so many lustful men? But I'm gonna bring my sexy, because I shamed myself for a lot of years. I'm gonna bring the sexy. Y'all just gonna have to deal with it. Y'all gonna have, that's a you problem. It's not me, because I'm bringing all of it, all the way up to 70. So you're just gonna have to get over it, because everybody else can look pretty and sexy. I can put on a pretty dress. It's gonna look sexy. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay, and so I had to come to an understanding that it's a you problem. It's not a me problem. Because what people will say, then don't wear that dress. First of all, that's a hard no for me. A hard no. My own husband can't tell me what to wear. So I be doggone if you guys are, because I have a moral compass. I am very morally aware of my body and who I am. And you would never see me walking down the street in no Daisy Dukes or no crazy stuff. So, like, I don't need nobody trying to dress me. I'm 52 years old. I'm 52 years old in a couple weeks. I don't need nobody telling me who I am or what I need to do. I done all I'm going to do for me that I'm going to do for me. Okay? Not for you, for me. So, in this era, it is called my sexy, soft girl era, businesswoman, on top of the world, make this $1 million by November, and all while healing and encouraging people along the way, honey, and freeing other women. That's what that's called. And men, if you want to get involved, I can help free you too. But that's where we at. That's where we at. I'm in all of that whole era. And it comes with the body. That's just the icing on top. Okay, so I'm past the stage where you can tell me anything. Unless you tell me something super productive, and my moral compass and the thing I have within me that guided me this long would let me know when I need to listen. You know what I mean? And we all have that. We all have that. If you're listening to the right thing. But too many people listening to the wrong things. So that's what personal branding is. You really trying to figure out, like, if you were a billboard, what would that billboard say? The billboard gonna say I'm sexy all day long. It's never gonna say she is domesticated. It ain't never said she domesticated. It ain't never gonna say that. Okay? It's gonna say that she's an encourager for sure. For sure. For sure. It's gonna say that she's loyal. For sure. She's loyal to her man. My man, my man, my man. Okay? It's going to say she's a good mom. But she will tell it like it is. And she's going to tell it from her heart. It will tell, the billboards say she's guided by something bigger than herself. Which is God. And this has been me and him rocking out all the way through, right? It's gonna say things like that, but it's never gonna say she's not sexy. It's never gonna say that. God did that. He did that. And so, yeah, that's just a part of the vocabulary that goes along with it, because two things can happen at one time. Actually, 5, 10 things can be existing at the same time. So I had to learn that. I had to learn that. And a lot of people don't, they think like when somebody say one thing about them, that's the one thing. But like, we're a multitude of things. And that is what we're getting into. What does that multitude of things look like? And do you know what the $1 million is the $1 million gift within? Do you know your $1 million gift within? I'm getting closer. You know, what's that show with Jeffro? It's the old one with Granny and Jeffro. What is it? Where the gold mine was in the backyard? They were hillbillies. What was the show? Y'all know, if y'all in my age range, y'all know. What's that show? I forgot the name. Beverly. No? Is it Beverly Hillbillies? What was it? Well, anyway, that's where the gold is, in your backyard the whole time. It was the Beverly Hillbillies? Why did I think it was Beverly Hillbillies? Well, yeah, so that's what it is. The gold is in your backyard the whole time. That's what came to my mind just now. So that definitely had to come from somewhere beyond myself, because why am I thinking about the Beverly Hillbillies? Okay. But yeah, the gold is in your backyard the whole time. And Granny was Granny all day long, right? She didn't change for nobody. She was who she was. And the gift was still there. He'll make room for your gift. So whether I'm sexy or not, I'm going to the top, and I'm going there healthy, whole, and aware. Okay? And so I'm just trying to grab somebody's hand. You know how like when you run in and you the baton, because God got me through, I'm passing the baton. That's what I want to do, because that's naturally in me. Oil and money. It was there the whole time. I slept very well. Actually, I've been taking sleeping pills though to sleep. Like not sleeping pills like that. I leave PM, and I don't know why I've been taking them a lot more than usual. I think it's menopause kind of mess up your sleep rhythm, so I just been trying to get on track. I'm gonna get some melatonin. You have to celebrate yourself every day. You have to bring yourself up from the depths of something at some point, because it's coming. And, you know, life is gonna life. But if you get in the habit of bringing yourself up, even on a good day, just still continue to bring yourself up. You'll know what bringing yourself up look like, and you know what bringing yourself down look like. And the more you bring yourself down, the more you become a habit of that. And that's what I didn't want to do when I was grieving my daughter, is be in a habit of being sad. So I would come on here and I would act fool. I would do little jokes. I would try to make myself laugh. And then I would get off and I would be sad, and I would go to therapy, and I would try to work out. I would try to move my energy up. Once you know what moving your energy up looks like, you'll know, because you go too far down, that thing hard to crawl up out of. That thing is hard to crawl up out of. Like I was hanging on for dear life trying to get up out that hole, but I got out. Some people don't get out. Some people don't get out. So stuff, honey. So men got their own stuff. No one can escape age. It's coming. It's just how are you gonna roll with it? We all should look beyond beauty and look at the person. But I mean, life is made up a certain way. And I ain't here to change no man or no woman. I'm here to assist where